Hi, all. Thank you for all your positive feedback on the coronavirus series and the housing market. I am going to record our first video today in that series, and I wanted to just preface it by letting you know and sharing with you where I get this information that I will be sharing with you. So essentially, I attend a lot of meetings with the National Association of Realtors via Zoom, California Association of Realtors. I have mastermind calls with agents all over the country, as well as Bay Area, Bay East Association, San Francisco Association, and actually even internationally as far as Dubai. So I am sharing information from all over the world, and then I'm going to put a little bit of my own experience and thoughts into it. And so I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. Is it a good time to make a move in the real estate world right now amid this shelter in place in coronavirus? Well, according to California Association of Realtors, who had initially started the year off by saying that they were expecting the market to grow about 0.1%, which wasn't bad. But a lot of economists were predicting that by the end of this year, we would face a recession because we've had 10 plus years of growth. Now, with the coronavirus, I think a recession is imminent. From everything I read from Forbes, the items that are put in from Inman, and a lot of these association meetings and webinars that I attend, a lot of them are saying the exact same thing, which is that, with about 30 million people out of work, we will more than likely be in a deep recession for at least the next year and a half to 2 years. So, what does that mean? Well, currently mortgage rates are quite low, and they are going to continue to be low, and they're going to possibly even fall even further. Domestic buyers are being discouraged by rising uncertainty, but it's still a good time to buy. This week, mortgage rates fell to an all-time low of just 3.13%, and that's down from 3.8% from the start of the year. So that's significant savings for a buyer who is savvy in both their employment and their credit. So essentially, if you've got stable employment and you've got good credit, this might be a really good window of opportunity to buy. There are quite a few homes on the market, and most of the times, the people who are on the market are very serious. So either they are looking to purchase themselves and either buy something larger or go into something smaller, or they are experiencing financial hardship. And so that creates opportunity. There is opportunity, but also for inventory is quite low. So buyers right now, in my opinion, have amazing opportunities to work from home and stock homes online. With COVID-19 and shelter in place, a lot of the country has created whether a business is essential or non-essential. And at the beginning of the stay-at-home shelter, a lot of the real estate business was deemed unessential. And this is in places like New York, San Francisco. And so what we had to do as realtors was be very creative. And so you will see now that not only will homes have virtual tours, but we're going to have walkthroughs, floor plans, aerial views, probably a lot more information online than we ever have had. So as a buyer, it's an awesome opportunity to be able to stock the home, walk through the home virtually. And a lot of these walkthroughs, believe it or not, work with VR. So if you have VR, a VR headset, a virtual reality headset, make sure you use that because it's quite cool and neat. And I think it's the way of the future in real estate. So now the second thing is there is a lot of financial market volatility. And with that, and when I say financial market, I'm talking about the stock market, that could reduce demand for luxury homes. But it can also potentially create opportunities for luxury home buyers. A lot of the buyers right now who are looking for luxury homes, they have the opportunity to get into these luxury homes at one, a very low interest rate, and two, probably at prices that are far lower than they have been in the last 7 to 8 years. So there is opportunity there. Will markets continue to go down? Who knows? Right now, I can tell you that a lot of the building supplies that California home builders use come from China. And with that market being closed or being very limited production, that is going to take some time to ramp up. Additionally, a lot of the county offices have been closed all around the nation. So builders have not been able to pull permits, and essentially the building of homes, new homes, has gone down to almost, very, very low percentage, I think 2 to 5%. So based on that, it's basic economics, supply and demand. So prices, there is very limited inventory. New home sales are almost non-existent, but the prices inventory are very low. So it's a great window of opportunity to get in for those buyers who are possibly looking at getting into a luxury home. The demand from foreign buyers, well, that is going to affect the market. But the reality is, since 2018, we've seen fewer and fewer foreign buyers buy homes in California. What has happened is a lot of places like China have put restrictions on the amount of money that's being able to be transferred out of the country. So the reality is, it's not really going to affect the market, in my opinion. Now, there is lower rates, fewer homes, like I said. So there is opportunity. But again, I'm going to preface it by letting you know that it's depending on your individual situation. So if you are someone who's got a lot of equity in your home and you have very stable employment and good credit, then it might be a great opportunity to sell. In my opinion, again, this is my opinion, based on 25 years of experience, I think the housing market's going to take a hit down the road. And when I say down the road, I mean a lot of home owners are experiencing some sort of financial hardship. Either they're on a reduced salary or they're being furloughed. And so what's happening is they are not necessarily being able to make their mortgage payments. And so they're not in default, they're just taking the option to pay that mortgage towards the end of the loan, or having it, deferred. Now, when these payments get deferred, they're not forgiven. Let's remember that. They will just accumulate. And depending on how long we're in this situation, those accumulations may lead to our 2008 housing crash. Now, will they? I don't know. Again, it depends on how long things play out. News has it that in the fall, we're going to see another rise of COVID. A lot of people who have been at home, who are in a rental, who are paying a landlord and want a bigger place, are going to start working from home more. These are going to be buyers who are going to drive up home prices. At the same time, the homeowners that have the homes that aren't making these payments, maybe down the road, again, I'm talking a year from now, 2 years from now, we are going to see effects of COVID still there. And at that point, we are going to, in my opinion, see short sales and possibly even foreclosures. So demand in the near future, should you buy, should you sell? It really depends specifically on you. For my home sellers, if you've got good equity and you have good credit, good employment, you may be able to have, sell your home for a good price right now and get an opportunity elsewhere. For my home buyers, you know what? We have competed for homes over the last 8 years, especially in the Bay Area. We've seen multiple offers. Things go way over list price. And I think it's an opportunity to not compete, to get in, to be the one offer and be able to negotiate a little bit, possibly, depending on that seller's situation. So again, it's case by case. And if you have specific questions about yourself and your situation, reach out to me. I would love to be able to either meet with you over Zoom or have a discussion or, help you answer that question. So at the end of the day, my opinion is that the real estate market, unlike the stock market, is a lot more stable. Doesn't matter what you're experiencing, as far as situation. If the housing market is stable, and right now it is. Right now it's good. Things are on the market. Things are selling, but you have a tangible asset. You have a physical property that you're buying. So as long as you're holding on to it, you're fine. I think that there are going to be opportunities that will continue to present themselves the further we get into this. But right now, people are starting to feel a lot more confident. They are they are just bracing themselves for the new reality of face masks and temperature checks wherever they go, and the 6 feet apart social distancing. But this may be the new reality for at least the next year. So my thought is, if you're looking at buying or selling, evaluate your individual circumstance and we go from there. I hope this helps. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And again, I hope to see you soon. I hope you are healthy and safe. The best to your family. Until next time. Thanks.